Morning, everybody. Welcome to a Forest Rock live online this morning. I have a cold. My yearly, what do you call it? Detox. When I get rid of all the bugs that's accumulated in my body for a year, I get to spit it all out. So it's got to be good. So that's what the very, very sexy voice is all about today. So anyway, welcome, Mark and Steph today. Good to see you. Hey, just warm ourselves up. Funny enough, I'm sure we're going to do some lung exercises today. That'll be happening, won't it? I just finished the 4-day medical Qigong course, which was very, very cool. Here, we did it live here in Bali. We had a whole lot of people, and it was great. It was fascinating doing a 4-day one and just doing a purposely built one just for that, and not just have it part of a course or part of a 200-hour course, but actually have it as a course alone. It was great. And lots of people got some amazing experiences and amazing feelings inside their hands. Because especially with medical Qigong, you learn how to look inside bodies. You look inside the meridian, look inside the bones, look inside the organs, and look inside and actually see what's happening with the organs, with your subconscious, with your third eye as such. You're looking. Good morning. Did you come and say hello, did you? Hey, good girl. You're going to sit there now, are you? That's right, you can open it up so they can see. Is that actually what I did? Change the screen, Sam, so they can see what's sitting at my feet. She come to say hello. Ready? She's a good dog. She's not a Bali dog. She's a Kantamani. She's from a different island, particular dog. And she found us. So we look after her. Somebody dropped her off at the beach and she decided to come and live with us. But she's a really beautiful dog. Yeah. She's great. She comes swimming with me. She likes water. She always swim out in the sea together. Cracks me up. But no doing that sort of stuff in front of the screen. You, what are you doing? Yeah? She's a great dog. Her name's Gigi. Just do the shoulders. When I train in the morning, she comes down when I train in the morning, down on the beach. She sits there and watches over me to make sure that nobody attacks me. It's cute. So Steph and Mark, we're trying to get. We're going to try and live stream it on, because we're putting them up on YouTube. We're going to try and live stream them on YouTube as well. But we'll send out all the details for that. We're just working out how we can make that happen at the moment. And so you'll get a message to talk about that and about how that's going to happen. It'll be good because YouTube streams really high resolution, so it'll be a lot clearer than it is on Zoom. Zoom has a tendency to throttle their video when you're streaming it, because YouTube's such a bigger platform and they have a lot more power. One of the things that came up in the course was about listening to your little voice, inside your head, yeah. And it's not the easiest thing to do, not the easiest thing to hear sometimes. It can be quite subtle, but the easiest way to determine whether it's your little voice or it's you thinking, it's you thinking or not. You okay? You okay, girl? You're having fun, aren't you? Is the voice always comes first. It's always the very first. I always ask people if they've ever had a motor car accident or a bike accident, and did they hear the voice just before the accident? And just about everybody will say yes. Yeah, a little voice says, don't do that. And the same, and we probably all had the experience in our own homes when we're doing the exercise. I'll just do my neck. And forward and backwards. And circles. Back the other way. Good. Do our spine. We use our hips to move our spine. You're thinking of the muscles run up and down either side of your spine and you're trying to relax them, yeah? Yeah, so I was talking about a little voice, about how to hear it. I say having an accent, but you've all probably heard it sometime when you hear a voice says, oh, don't do that, and you go, oh, it'd be okay, and then and the thing falls off the shelf or something. You really heard it, and part of it, I think, is to be able to listen to that voice all the time and always act on it, because it has your best interest at heart, because it's you talking to yourself, but coming from your subconscious. Where the one that after that starts thinking coming from your head, well, you can't always trust your head, because a lot of the decisions are based on things that have happened to you in your life, not necessarily what's good for you. And so it's a subtle thing. And we were doing work with around how you can hear the voice and things like because remember, you're listening from your heart. The voice comes from your heart, doesn't come from your head. It's not a thought. It's a feeling. And about how you listen to the voice when you're making decisions. It's like if you have, for anybody that's watching this video, you can use this as a process. If you think of something you need to do, there's an action you need to do, or there's an investment you need to make, or you need to thinking about moving house, or thinking of doing something in your life. What you do is you put your hand on your head and you can ask yourself, should I do that or shouldn't I do that? And you're going to get an answer, but you can also notice it's going to go, well, you could do that or you could do that. It's going to think backwards and forwards here like that. But if you asked your heart the same thing, put your hand on your heart, should I do it? It's going to go yes or no, and it'll just go no. And you go, oh, okay, where did that come from? And quite often the one in their heart's different to the one in your head. Follow this one. This one knows exactly. It even knows you're going to ask, so it's already ready. It comes straight away. There's no gap, because it already knows you're going to ask the question. And it gives you the answer instantly. And it's about learning to do that. And so it's about trusting yourself, your inner voice, not trusting your head. It's the voice. And it's about how to discern between the two of them, yeah? Good. Now let's lock your hips. Lock our hips this time and just move the top part. And we're moving our shoulders from side to side. And that's moving our spine and relaxing the muscles in our spine, eh? Very good. So one of the cat hasn't come out here. If the dog comes out, usually the cat comes out there because they're a bit jealous of each other, the two of them. They both, and she'll come out now and pay a visit too. But I think she's asleep somewhere. I saw her this morning. She's asleep in the office. So maybe not. Very good. Now we're going to relax our hips. We move our knees. Move the knees side and side and let the hips relax. We did but part of that, I'm just talking about this, just chatting with you, but part of the medical Qigong is about the sensitivity in your hand, how you grow the sensitivity. And one of the exercises we do is about projecting energy out of your hand, because that's what we do with Qigong. You're learning how to get energy coming out of your hand because you're not actually touching the person. And one of the exercises you do is you do the projection exercise, where you do floating silk hands, actually, for people to know what that is. And your energy comes out of your hand, and you hold your hand close to a person, and you can see their body moving backwards and forwards again. And the more they relax, of course, the more it'll just move them. And you just do that, so you get two parts. You get used to letting go. You get used to letting go. And the second part as you get to learn how to get out of the road of the heaven and earth's energy coming out your hand and not trying to help it, just watching, observing what's happening with the energy in your body as it comes through you. Yeah, it's a very cool exercise, and lots of laughs and things with that. But it's not the easiest thing to do. Well, both ways. One, it's not easy to let go, just relax. And two, it's not easy to put your hand up and not try to project energy out your hand. It's just actually just stand there, connect heaven and earth, and just let it come out of your hand by itself without you thinking you need to add something to it. You don't need to add anything to it. As soon as you put your intention to it, it messes it all up. It becomes a bit murky, but when it comes from heaven and earth, it's pure. And you don't just get out of the road of that and just watch what happens. It's a very cool experience. Now, if we do the other way, do our hips for our knees now. Swap our intention. I'm moving my hips backwards and forwards now. And my hips forward and backwards. And my hips in circles. So let the knees and the ankles relax. Very good. We have a new film operator today, a new camera operator. His name's Marco. Morning, Marco. Did Sam tell you how to mute the sound? Did he show you how to mute the sound? Good. Because I'm going to need to go and blow my nose. So. I'll do that in a second. I'll just finish the stretching first. So this one, we're just shaking your knee, eh? Very cool. I love this exercise. The feeling of the floppy foot's such a nice feeling. Just no stress in your ankle, because we stand in them all the time. It's really nice just to have that relaxation in it. I quite like it. Good. Good. There you go. Good. Shake your legs. Shake your hips. Shake your spine. Shake your arms. Oh, nice and relaxed. Hang on 2 seconds. Wait one. So today, immune exercises. So we'll start with a couple of very, very big ones. So we know that our immune system is partly run, it's energized by our lungs. Our lungs produce an immune response, not only for the air that we breathe through our own lungs itself, because the immune system not only is around the outside of your body, but all the orifices, the ears, the eyes, the nose, pathological things can get in through the noses, through the ears, and through the eyes. And so part of the Wei Qi is to protect those places, protect the eyes, protect the ears, protect the mouth. And so the Wei Qi goes right into your lungs to protect the bronchioles in the lungs from any pathogens getting in and out, yeah? And so that's part of it. So lungs has got a lot to do with that. The outside, it's like a force field from the Starship Enterprise. The easiest way to describe it, because it's surrounding your outside of your body. Oh, excuse me. And this field that travels around, we can make it thicker and thicker, and the stronger your energy is, the stronger your vital energy in your body is, the thicker the immune system is, and the stronger you are. And then you can, because we talk about in Chinese medicine pathological factors, which is the wind and the cold and the damp and all that sort of stuff, and it gets into your body. This Wei Qi level stops that happening. It protects us from that. And as I say, it's funded by the lungs, but the energy comes from the kidneys. The energy it's like our kidney, because the kidneys are our battery. It's like this fundamental battery, and it supports the whole function of the whole body energetically, but it funds the lungs, which is one of the jobs of the lungs is to do this Wei Qi, to fund this protective Qi around our body. Yeah. So we're going to do a couple of exercises for that. The first one I'm going to do is for the kidneys and the lungs, so we'll do it both together. So let's wave hands over the legs from the Shiba Shi Tai Chi Qigong system. Put your hands down facing the ground that way, yeah? And then lift your hands up. I might be standing in the right place. There we go. And just bring your hands up. Now bring your arms up, not your shoulders. And bring your hands down. Very good. So you breathe in as you come up. And breathe out as you go down. Breathing in. And breathe out. So for a more advanced understanding of this, it's coming up the kidney meridian from the kidney 1, which we stand on kidney 1 point, Yong Tuan, comes up kidney 1 point right to the top of the kidney meridian. Then it jumps across, straight across, because the kidney meridian ends at the clavicle. and it goes straight across to lung 1, which is right beside it, and then it comes down your hand and out through your thumbs. So as we breathe in, it comes up the 2 kidney meridians, and as it breathes out, it goes down the 2 lung meridians. Yeah? Comes up the kidney meridians both at the same time, and then back down both lung meridians at the same time, goes out through your thumbs. So you can, in your mind, and have the intention and envision that, depending on how good your ability to see things inside your body is, but you can just grow this by thinking about this. Coming up the kidney meridian, comes up the inside of your leg, but make it more precise. Comes up from the kidney point, comes up the inside of your leg, inside of your knees, through your groin area, and then back up to both sides, both kidney 23s. Comes up, then breathe out through your thumbs. Very good. Could you just pause the sound for a second, Marco? Can you pause the sound for a second? Yeah, is it paused? Good. Now just breathing in and then breathing out. So perfect. Just relax. Standing on your kidney points. Breathe in and then breathe out. You might have to take breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in. It's such a beautiful exercise. So this is strengthening the kidneys, but it's also strengthening the lungs at the same time. Good. We'll do 2 more, eh? Very good. So we go right to the next exercise in the Shiva system, which is the second exercise, which is embrace the mountain. Now this is to do with your lungs and your heart. In Chinese medicine, your upper jiao, we talk about the triple warmers or the san jiao. The upper warmer is your lungs and your heart. Your heart's actually right beside your lungs. It's actually pushes a little bit of indentation in your lungs. It's actually the lung has to move out of the road a bit for your heart. It's right in the top. And so this region is called the upper jiao, and they're both in there, side there. And so both those things we're going to help today with this exercise. And it's a simple exercise, and it starts with rocking back onto your heels. Keep your toes on the ground though, but now I'm weighted on my heels because normally we're standing on our balls with our feet, engaging our muscles. But now we're going to rock back onto our heels and engage our bones. Good. And the hand's going to come up straight to the front, same as it did before. The palms are going to turn towards each other. And as we open, we're going to rock forward into the toes. We're going to rock forward into the toes. And as we close, we rock back. And when we're fully back, then we bring the arms down. So as I bring my arms up and down, there's no movement in the body. The only movement happens is when I open, I rock forward. And when I rock back, I close. And that's the only movement happens when I'm opening and closing. When I'm doing this exercise, I'm rocking forward and backwards. But when I'm going up and down, there's no movement. I'm going to stand to the side so you can see this. Or when you go forward, I'll just talk about when you go forward. So I rock back onto my heels. My toes are still on the ground though, don't let your toes lift up. The hands come up, stay on my heels. And as I come forward, I rock forward into the front part of my feet. But my heels don't come off the ground either, they stay on the ground too. So all you're doing is transferring weight inside the foot. And it comes back, come back to the back, onto the heels, and then it comes down. Yeah? So it comes up, rocking forward, rocking back. And then bring your hands down. Very cool. So the breathing, it's long and breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Rocking forward. Breathing out. So you see the hands, when I'm bringing the hands up, the arms aren't straight. Now, so when they come up, they're not locked. They're not locked like this and bringing them up like this and then like that, straight arms. The arms have got a slight bend in them, yeah? And so even when I'm to the front, my arms are not locked forward, and when they come down, they're not like that. They've got a slight bend, yeah? And so the arms and the elbows are relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, wrists relaxed. And so there's just, the arms are just relaxed all the way through. There's no stiffness. There's a relaxation that's happening. The energy moves, the more relaxed the arms are, the more the energy moves. The more stiffer they are, more it constricts the energy movement. So we're trying to get all attention out of the arms, yeah? Very good. We'll stay with the lungs. We'll go to the 5 elements. We'll go to the metal element, which is the lung element. We'll bring our hands, our fingers together. We'll bring our hands up, turn them over, then you push them forward. Keep them together right to the front. Then open your hands. And same thing again, don't have straight arms. The arms are slightly bent, and then bring them down. So there's 4 parts to this exercise. You bring the hands up, and just bend your elbows. Don't pick your shoulders up. Turn your hands over, forward. That's it, fully forward. Then bring them to the side, and then bring them down. Good. So we breathe in as we come up. Breathe out as you go forward. Breathe in as you come to the side. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And then breathe out. So there's a breath discrepancy. Ooh, that's a big word for the day. Discrepancy. So the distance between here and here and here and here is a lot shorter than here and a lot shorter than there. So the breath's slightly different. Now you can do it 2 different ways. And I've talked about this before. You can either do them all exactly the same breath. So you're doing, should I say the same timing? I'll explain what I mean. You can do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. But of course, when you're doing a longer street, you're going to have to go faster. Or you do it the other way. You do 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. And it's whichever way you like to do it. My personal preference is because it's a longer distance, I don't like to speed it up. So I just do the same speed, I just have a longer breath. So the breath in is longer, and the breath out is longer. The breath in shorter, and the breath out shorter. There you go. They give you the 2 options. You can play with either of those and work out which suits you. Most important part, keep your shoulders down, keep relaxed, don't have straight arms. When I'm at the front, don't straighten your arms, the arms are slightly bent. Come to the side, always slightly bent. Take the tension out, good, and bring your arms down. Very good. Just the metal element also does the large intestine as well, this exercise. That's why the fingers are touching. And the hands come down. So our lung meridian is our 2 thumbs, and the large intestine is our index finger. So we're actually touching them. So this is the metal element, the two aspects, the yin and the yang, organ of the metal element, yeah? Breathing in, breathing out. Very good. So we're going to add another one to this. So we're going to do floating silk hands. So that's to do with the lung element. It's to do with the lungs, to do with the spleen and the kidney. So we add in a spleen piece in the middle. This one's 4, so there's another extra piece. This exercise is another lung connection with kidneys and lungs. Now, it's interesting that with the lungs, you get the energy from the oxygen. And when you get the energy from the oxygen, it gets passed down to the kidneys. And then some of the energy from the lungs, when it gets in, goes to the spleen. So the spleen on the other side gets the energy from the food, and it passes the energy to the kidneys as well, which is like the battery, it stores it. But it also passes it back to the lungs. So they mutually pass energy between the lungs and the spleen, one from the oxygen to the spleen and one from the food back to the lungs. And this is how they support each other, but they both supply energy to the kidneys, so the kidneys can do all the rest of the functions in the body as well. This exercise is a simple exercise. Well, it's not actually that simple. I shouldn't say it's a simple exercise because it's not. Both hands come to the front. I'll do this in different angles so you can see this. So turn your right hand, I'm mirroring you, turn your right palm up, and then it comes back. As it comes back, the hand comes straight to the bottom, and then the elbow stays down, the hand comes up. Keep the elbow down, don't lift the elbow up. You don't want to lift the elbow up, keep it down. It comes around to the front. The hand turns over and it slides across the top of the hand. And then that hand stays there and the other hand comes down. The elbow stays down, hand comes up. Same thing again, don't pick up your elbow, and it comes around to the front. And it comes to the front of the hand. As it comes to the front of the hand turns over and it slides across the top of the hand. And then replaces that hand, and the other hand comes down. I'll do the whole rotation so you can see that. Keep the elbow down, back to the front, turn the hand over and slide it across the top of the hand. You'll be able to feel the energy between the two hands as you slide them past. Yep. Elbow down to the front, slide it across the top of the hand. Breathe in as you come back. Breathe out as you go forward. Breathing in. Just breathe in and out through the nose, eh? And then breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep coming back to the front. Great exercise, eh? Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. As I say, you can feel the energy of the hands slide past each other. Breathing in. Now you can watch your hands, turn to the side, watch your hand come back, watch it go forward, and then you change the vision onto the other hand and watch the other hand. Comes up, comes forward, turn the hand over, changes vision to the other hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll do one more each side, eh? So I've picked some of these exercises from the Shu Ba Shu system and some from 5 elements. The next one we're going to come back. We finish, we come across the top of the hand. Then we rotate both hands, the palms are down, then you drag your elbows back. Bring your elbows back and then bring the energy, the remaining energy back to your lower dantian again. Very good. We're going to stay with the Shu Ba Shu. We're going to do an exercise called Wild Goose Flying. Now this is good for your lungs as well. It's also good for your kidneys as well. So this exercise, how it happens, is the elbows come up. The elbows, funny thing, my shoulders first. Bring your shoulders up, then your elbows, then your wrists. Yeah, and then you bring your shoulders down, elbows down, and then your wrists down. And that's the order. So it goes shoulders up, elbows, wrists, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Perfect, that's it. Shoulders up first, elbows up, wrists up. It's really good for your shoulders, this exercise. Takes away all attention in your shoulders. There's another part to this. So as we go up with our arms, the body goes down. So as we go up, where the body goes down, as the arms go up, and as the arms go down, the body goes up. It's the opposite way you think. It's like a bird flying, yeah? It's called wild goose flying for obvious reasons. Breathing in as it comes up. Breathing out as it comes down. Keep your back straight. So when you lower yourself down, when you're going down, make sure you just go straight down. You don't stick your bum out when you're going down, yeah? So as it comes up, the body goes down, goes straight down. Straight down, yeah. And try and keep your arms as much as you can to the sides, so they're going straight. They're coming straight to the sides this way. Try not to get them too much going to the front. So depending on the shape of your shoulders, of course, how easy this is to do. But you're trying to get them come to the side as best as possible. As I say, just avoid sort of doing it from the front like this. Yeah. So it goes up, shoulders up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. That's it. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. That'll be finished there. We're going to add an extra one to this, and we're going to go into the liver. Now, the liver is not necessarily seen as part of the Wei Qi or your immune system, but it's an integral part of detoxification, because the liver detoxes the body all the time. It's meant to be the organ that replaces itself faster than anybody else. I think they talk about, I don't know if this is a proven fact or not, but I read somewhere it said that all your cells in your liver get replaced every 9 weeks. 9 weeks. Every 9 weeks you get a brand new liver, because the cells are constantly taking what I'd say perverse qi, or taking toxins out of the blood. I think they have proven this one though, but it does. I think it filters 9 litres of blood a day. The liver filters 9 litres of blood, and it produces 1 litre of urine, which is waste products, out of the blood, which is a lot. And that goes out every day. And so the liver is a very busy organ doing the detoxification. So anything in the body that is harmful to the body, the liver is going to get rid of it. It's going to filter it out of the blood to get rid of it out of the body. So it's a very busy organ, and it has such a very vital part of as I say, detoxing the body. And it takes out everything. Anything that's toxic to the body, including all the artificial flavorings, colouring, preservatives, all those things with numbers on them, it gets rid of all of those as well. And so obviously that in some way the liver, because it's always done this, and maybe way back in thousands of years ago, they didn't have all the artificial additives, but there still must have been toxins in the soil, toxins in different metals and heavy metals and things that they've come in contact with their food and whatever they've eaten. And so the liver takes away all of that. So it's a very busy organ. So it's good to have a very strong, healthy organ, a liver organ. It's also, I think one of the important parts for me is that the liver is where your ethereal soul is housed in Chinese medicine. And your ethereal soul is your connection with your biological body and energetically connecting to the thing outside of ourselves, connects us to the yang energy, or the heaven energy. And it's that comes from the liver that does that. So if your liver is really strong, then your connection's stronger. Yep, there you go. So we're going to do an exercise called painting a rainbow in the sky. This is from the Zhi Shi as well. And so we start off with the hands facing towards the ground. Bring your hands up. Get to your eyes, and then turn your hands over and push it towards the sky. Yeah. Now I'm going to mirror you. We're going to change the weight to the right. Go to the right. and then the hands go and face towards the opposite to the left. So all the weight's gone to the right. I'll do that again. It's from here. We've moved the weight to the right, changed the weight onto the right leg, and then I brought the hands down facing towards the left. The top hand's above my head, and the other hand's going out. Now I'm going to swap sides. The body's going to swap from one side to the other, and the hand's going to come up, and the hand's going to go down looking the other way. Yeah. Can you just change your frame slightly so it's a bit higher? Marco, see I'm losing my hands at the top? You need to zoom out a bit on that focus, eh? Breathing in as you come up, and then breathe out, thanks. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Very good. Breathing in. We're swapping sides from side to side. Yeah? Just keep doing that. Just look this way. So our hips are going from one side to the other. And when we go to one side, we've got like an arc. It's like a half shape, like a banana shape going on this side. And we're putting pressure on the gallbladder meridian that runs down the side. Well, not pressure, but we're opening up the gallbladder meridian. And then we go to the other side, and we open up the other gallbladder meridian on the other side, and we're stretching it. So we're standing like that. We have this stretch down the side of our body, down the flank of our body. And we breathe in to the top, and we breathe out. Once we get to the center and the top, then we breathe out as we go back to the other side. We breathe into the top, watching the hand, and then watch the hand go down, breathing out. The changeover happens at the very, very top, yeah? This hand's facing to the side. No, this is not straight. It's got a slight bend in it. And it comes in, and it's directly out to the side. It's not down, it's not up in the air, it's going directly side. So you're looking the eye height that way. That way, yeah. And it comes up. Change over at the top, and then breathe out. And say this is good for the liver and the gallbladder. And help with our detox. Great exercise, eh? And you can feel the energy coming out your palm of your hands. As you're breathing in, you're breathing out through the hand, through that top hand. And you can feel the energy coming out through the hand. It's coming in from the top hand, from heaven, it comes in the top one and goes out through the other one. Yeah, you can feel it breathing in. I can feel the palm of my hand getting hot as the energy's going out through the hand. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Breathing in. Breathe out. And when to say, watch your hands as you're doing that. I'm watching this hand. When my mind goes, the chi goes. So I'm watching what's happening with the hands, and then it's going to, as I breathe out, comes out through the hand. Breathes in as the hand comes up, and then it breathes out the hand as soon as it starts going out to the hand straight away. Good. We'll finish there. We'll do that one. Bring your hands to the top, and then bring your hands down. Get to your eyes. Turn your hands back over again, and return all the surplus chi back to your lower dantian again. Very good. Good. We're going to do something from the Zang Qigong system. Another different system. Put your hands on your lungs, yep. And you're going to do inward circles. Now, the Zang Qigong is all about the organs, and there's organ massage. And because we're doing lungs today, we're doing our immune system. We're going to do that. We're going to go inwards. We're going to do this 12 times. And then we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to go outwards 12 times. And then we're going to do what they call a point respiration. This is a Daoyin practice, this practice. And a point respiration is we're going to push our hands into our chest. As we push into our chest, we're going to breathe out any perverse chi in our lungs. Yep? Push them and breathe out. You feel your lungs compressing. And we're going to breathe in all the good chi into your lungs. And push in, breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Good, one more time. Push in, breathe out. Relax, breathe in. We like to always do things in sets of 3, so we're going to do it again. In 12 times, outwards 12 times. And then outwards 12 times. You don't have to touch your body. You can do it outside your body if you want to, and project the energy into your body. It's fine. I'm just, especially if you've got a woolen jersey, you're getting a whole lot of marks all over your jersey. And then point in respiration again. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe your lungs in, breathe in the good chi. Push and breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Push it again. Breathe in. Good, one more time. Inwards, outwards. Inwards 12, outwards 12. Outwards 12. Good. Point respiration again, breathe out. Breathe in. Push and breathe out. Relax, breathe in. One more time. Feels great, eh? And breathe in. Oh, a good chi. There you go. Good. Shake your arms out. Well done, everybody. So this is a good set. So it's in the library, so you can always go back to this. And it's good to do immune exercise at the changes of seasons and equinoxes as well, because the energy changes inside the system. If your body's really strong, of course, it'll change really easily by itself. But if it's not, then it struggles to change, and you can have all sorts of disturbances. And so these exercises, the set I've just done now is a really good set to do. As I say, is a change of the 4 seasons. And it doesn't matter where you're changing in winter or summer, it doesn't matter. It's about the change itself. Very good. Have a beautiful day today, eh? Wherever you are in the world, enjoy the day. Now that your lungs are really healthy and your Wei Qi is really strong, you're bulletproof now. Have a beautiful day, eh? Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Steph. Come to class. Roll back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. 2 thumbs together. Gong. Make a fist with your right hand, cover it with your left. Open your palms, bring the energy towards your heart. And then down to your physical center. Very good. And step back. And bow. If you've never done the bow before, if you've never actually seen this bow, I'm going to do there's a lesson on the beginner's course, which I'm going to do shortly. I'm actually going to do the bow for everybody to explain how to do that. So if you're still around, you can watch that. Or if you haven't done, just go into the beginners playlist and you'll find it on there, the traditional bow, and you'll be able to work out what we just did if you don't already know. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.